Since the day of Governor Gavin Newsom's inauguration back in 2019, his wife, Jennifer Siebel Newsom, has gone by the title of First Partner. Jennifer Siebel Newsom says that she chose that title to signal and promote inclusivity. Thanks for joining us tonight. For Fox 40 News at 5:30, I'm Eric Harriman.
And I'm Nikki Lorenzo. In the years since the First Partner has made it her mission to promote equal rights, as well as initiatives to improve the lives of children across California. I recently sat down with the First Partner for a wide-ranging interview here in Sacramento. Here is part of our conversation. When you came into this role as First Partner, you sort of signaled that you were going to carve your own path.
Yes.
With taking on the title of First Partner. So what did you envision for yourself in this role?
Well, First Partner to me is just broadly suggesting that we are going to be an inclusive culture, a culture and an entity and an organization and administration that partners with Californians, that there one day in the future will be an LGBTQ plus or female governor, but largely just that partnership is everything. It makes the world go round. You know, I'm his partner at home. You know, I'm modest about it but I'm the last person, you know, when I say I'm his partner at work, I'm the last person he talks to at night and first thing in the morning. And that we've rendered the partner invisible forever since sort of, and so it's more recognizing that that the partnership enables that person in leadership to thrive, to excel. And that's like what to me is what I was trying to signal, that these first ladies are not just sitting back baking cookies and inviting people over for tea, but they're actually, you know, behind whomever has been in leadership, historically speaking. And so in some way it was my sort of respect to all of the women before me.
So now that you are 6 years in, it feels like it has flown by. I'm sure it seems very quickly for you with everything that
Are we 60? Not yet.
Almost, right? January will be?
5, yeah, January, yeah. Okay. I'm still like, we still have time.
So I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but close to that. So what are you most proud of so far?
Thank you. I'm proud of California as a state. I'm proud of the governor's leadership. I think we've been dealt, you know, crazy deck of cards, from the pandemic to climate change to extreme wealth inequality, housing crisis, homelessness, the list goes on. I'm particularly proud of the work that I was doing before, but that I've continued in this role, which is really around gender equity, closing, you know, attempting to slowly chip away at the pay gap and the wealth gap for women in California, all of our family-friendly workplace policies, and really representation. I think taking legislation, championing it, showing the data behind it, and making the case for why it's important to have women in leadership is largely what my office has been doing in partnership with entities outside of government to demonstrate the benefit to having women in leadership. And, you know, I could talk about reproductive rights and what California has done there, maternal health, signing the Omnibus bill. You know, California is a leader in the nation, and I believe we're, you know, far from perfect, but we are inspiring other states to follow suit when it comes to gender equity. What am I most proud of, though? It could be our Farm to School initiative, which is sort of a trifecta approach to addressing climate change, making sure that our children are healthy, and bolstering local economies.
I know something else that you're out front on is mental health.
Yes.
And especially coming out of the pandemic, the focus on our children. We're in a society right now where things feel unbalanced, and you bring in, you know, the social media aspect. This is something that is very close to you.
All of it?
Yes, yes.
I'm always outspoken on it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, we didn't have this when we grew up. Well, you're younger than me, so maybe you did.
I don't think, no, I don't know I'm that young, but yeah. We didn't. There was no social media.
No, there wasn't. You know, it's interesting. I'm working on my sequel to Misrepresentation.
I was going to ask you if you had another documentary coming out.
Yeah,
so
it's Misrepresentation 2.0. And I'm really, really excited about it. Obviously, we touch on social media because social media kind of rose in 2012, right after Misrepresentation had come out, and is another backlash against women's progress, agency, and leadership sort of potential. And so I'm really excited to unearth that, given the fact that we know from the CDC and the Surgeon General sharing that 60% of girls in our country have experienced sadness, are experiencing sadness and hopelessness like never before. 1 in 3 have seriously considered committing suicide. And then 69% of LGBTQ plus youth are also experiencing sadness and hopelessness. So for me, this is a crisis. I mean, it is. The Surgeon General said this is the public health crisis of our time. And we have not done enough about it. And so I am angered by it. It is so much worse than the Wild West out there, what our kids are exposed to. And the stories are horrifying, the depths and despair. There are quite a few documentaries actually being made on it right now, which I'm really grateful to, because we have to do more and the tech companies have to take some responsibility.
So I know we talked about this at the top and you're like, we still have some time left. So, but what would success be for you when you walk away from this office and you leave this building and you're going on to the next phase, whatever that may be? What is success to you?
So success, thank you so much. So success for me is really institutionalizing our values of centering women's lived experiences, and making sure that we close the gaps that are necessary for working women in particular, but all women, mothers especially, to not just survive, but like thrive in California. So I want to see the pendulum swing towards closing that pay gap and that wealth gap in a way that where there's a snowball effect. That would feel really good. Knowing that we have the family-friendly workplace policies that are practiced in both the public and private sector, so that again, dual income households, which the majority of us are dual income or single parent households, so that the majority of us can actually contribute to our careers while simultaneously raising healthy children. Obviously, repro rights, I think we're leading. There's still some stuff we have to fix on maternal health. We still have to fix, and I think some of our data and research is going to do that, but some of the ways that we treat Black and brown women in the maternal hospital setting. So I'm getting into the weeds here, but the two big things that I should just end with is that if all public school kids are receiving these gourmet, fresh, delicious, nutritious, locally sourced meals in California, I will be so proud. If in that process, we've moved enough farmers in California towards regenerative agriculture or climate smart agriculture, I will be so proud, because that will cause a sort of domino effect across the country. And then the other piece is the mental health piece. If we can find common ground and partner with the technology companies to design their platforms differently, to make enough tweaks to protect our girls and vulnerable community members. And if we as a community really convene and model better behavior when it comes to technology use, then I'll feel like our children are safer. But there's so much work to be done in that arena, where the technology company, whether it's sex trafficking or cyberbullying or just all the algorithms that are sending messages to young girls about, they're not enough, or here's how you diet, or you should diet, or you should, harm yourself, or like that's got to go. But the predators online, those who are cyberbullying online, that has to go as well. So I think we have more to do there. And so if we can right that ship, I will feel like we've been successful. That's a lot.
But you still have time, as you said. So
No, I do. No, I'm super optimistic. Yeah. I am. I really am. Yeah. California has to be the state where women want to work, want to live, and want to raise their families. That's it.